brought it out here. I wanted to just kind of reflect on what's been going on, you know, the past and all of that. Growth, what I'm looking forward to, what I'm stressed about. And I'm right under this little tree right here. And I'm enjoying the tree. It's a nice little spot right here. So, I want to do more unedited videos where I'm just doing things. I feel like every video that I do, chop out the real parts. I don't know if this will be long or short. I'm trying to get used to just being on the go more and more. Everything is fast paced in this world, I feel like. So it's a bit hard to find the equilibrium balance. I find interaction with anything outside of myself pointless for some reason. And it's better to be closer to myself anyway, because people are external things that take you away from reaching your purpose, in my opinion. No one gets me like I do, like nature does. We can learn so much from nature because nature doesn't attach stories or expectations to the experience. It just naturally follows this cycle of life. I can't really explain it. My soul is above my physical conscious, breaking from the barriers of the past, the things around me, the people around me, and old weights that wouldn't let the anchor lift. These motions bleed into my ears at night, making me jump months later when the feelings revolve, when the emotions fold upon one another, giving me this lift, this nostalgic breath of air that lifts the dead weights, the anchors that I keep to myself, keeping alone, pushing people away from my pull to nature. This repetitive cycle chose me to be receptive, to be close to myself, to lug around as an avoidance on this leaf. Forward and backward, day and night. Days are brighter, but days are darker. That's what I say as this new philosophy falls from my feet, trekking along me, along the chuckled manifestation of a pink Z that locks under my feet. Follows me through the uncertainty, bleeds when I bleed, colors the world with my presence, feels the urgency, the nuisance that I feel throughout life, lets them know that this is the girl in orange, the one that prevails through this world of still grayness, gray. Boxes that open and close, manifestations of people that paint around me. They never release the stillness, just give me more anxiety. Nobody cares if you're miserable. Nobody cares if you're happy either. So just be. It's nice to think that there are people that you've never met that don't hang on to the old you, don't maintain. People come together through dysfunction, unrest, drowning and bleeding, to drown the world in orange. Make them aware of someone's presence. Watch the trees sway. Press pause and be alone for a moment. Notice how their minds can't fathom it. Like most people look at water and they're like, it's just water. But I'll be over here trying to dissect the water's purpose for being here, watching its patterns and how it trickles down purposefully. Most people look at the community, no hesitation, and just ask how they're doing. Most people aren't drugged down by feelings of loneliness, but a hue of independence waiting at the forefront. Most people are on something to change. Most people aren't changing faces on another established face. People don't stare at the ground and wonder how much pain it's endured or what it's gone through. People don't think about the power of the sun and how all of us are connected to its power when it's not bent or curved. A lot of that is still true. Half of that is still very true. There's just a few lines that are just kind of, in my opinion, like sort of angsty, like. But I guess at this time last year, I hadn't found the true me yet. I was just kind of rolling around in like particles of what could have been. but I feel like I've found who I am now, and it's really beautiful. And it's nice to just be able to express that now. I think of it as like a color wheel. Like each color is a different path. Kind of like the Year of the Prism. That film should be coming out soon. Year of the Prism. Different paths. Different lights. Different shades. Different patterns that mold into one thing. Because a lot of us aren't one thing. We're just patches and patches and patches of different things that we all just coil to make a being. And so I think that through this, I guess I was trying to say that I have a unique take on life. I'm more for the people now. Like I'm not as all one, all me, because I know myself now to the point where I'm able to give back and bounce off of people and just reap the benefits from having someone in my life and recognize that they reap the same thing from her. I got trail mix. My water is all the way. I gotta walk all the way over there to get that. Look, I fit perfectly under this tree. I'm a little midget. If none of y'all knew, I'm 5 feet tall, so I fit perfectly under this little tree right now. You know what? I might just keep the camera rolling, to be honest. Just see what kind of thoughts come up while I'm sitting here, freaking in the benefits of being outside. It's so nice to finally recognize who you are and just kind of bounce and wave and ebb and flow off of that. Yeah, I wish there was a little car in the background. There's, you know, the mind is a chamber. Very much a train. It chugs and it choo-choos. And the mind is very much a train. Yeah. Speaking of the mind, I feel like I'm finally at the point where I can just be true to myself, not roll around. And I say it a lot in my poetry. And I think throughout this, like bleak manifestations of what I could be or what I should be, I'm just kind of me. It's just beautiful. Just be swallowed in the presence of yourself and share that with others. Don't get me wrong, I don't have a lot of people in my life because it's a little difficult to find connections. It's just a little difficult for me to connect with people. Could be an autism thing, I don't know. It's still nice to just be. I feel like you just learn so much by just being. I think I'm ready to go and just travel, reap the benefits of just being out and free and open. Just everything about just being free and making art, holistic living. So ideally, up in the mountains in Wyoming, continue publishing my poetry. I would move to Wyoming after van life. No telling how long that would take. I just need a companion. I really want a dog, you know, like a good dog, maybe like a bull terrier or something, like a jumpy, bouncy, like little swirly dog. Travel with the dog. Ideally, me and the dog would have to figure out shower accommodations. With me being in the bodybuilding stuff, I could go to the gym, and then after I get washed up, I come back. I guess it would just be very freeing to just have everything work out like that. There's that prism, or that there's that light tunnel. Also, yeah, I think the one that I'm most passionate about right now and just very excited for would be van life. And the idea of being stuck in one spot, one position has always kind of stressed me out. To the idea of being able to just be free from all of that, just allowing everything to happen, holistic living. I'm really into permaculture. If that's how you say it. I really hope I'm saying it right. I would love to have a little farm up in Wyoming, living off-grid. But here I am right now. I'm trying to save up just a little bit more money. Maybe find a companion. I was hoping that I'd have a companion by now. That would want to do all of that with me. But I guess that's just not the case right now, which I mean, that's okay. I'm at another position, which I'm always at these positions, right? Back and forth, like the ebb and flow and stuff. I'm at this position where I don't desire a relationship right now, like a romantic relationship. All the other relationships, I mean, they're welcome to come in, but sometimes I just feel like I can't stabilize them. So it might just be something that I do on my own. It's going to take a lot of planning. It's very stressful to think about. But in all my heart, I feel like this is my calling. I've cried many times. Just something about being able to truly explore like who you are and stuff like that. It's just amazing. I'm gonna try to bury this, which maybe I don't think I'm gonna bury it. I'm gonna bring it back to this. I'm gonna bring it back over there to my backpack. I have never really spoken in any video other than that prelude. Not prelude. This isn't an album. The EZ album. No. But prelude. What was I saying? Prequel. The prequel to The Sky Looks Good on You, which I'll leave you a little teaser right here. This man stopped being so loud with his little vehicle. I'll leave you a little teaser. The next film will be called Her Hands Were Like the Sky. Oh look, he's a big boy. Look at how big he is.